Slapped hard the opposite way. And a dive, but it rattles in and out of the glove.
Hey, this pitcher better make an adjustment. That's a lot of loud contact. That's 4 bullets in the first inning to open up this game.
Stepping in now, Gio Urshela. Well thrown sinker that time, down but in the strike zone. Breaking ball there is down. Good job of laying off. It's back to 2-2.
He might have to look for a different way to put this guy away on 2-2. He's already seen the curveball a couple of times, so he might be looking for it.
And did he hold up in time? A look down, and no, he went around. It's strike 3. Next for New York, Gary Sanchez. He takes his first cuts in this one with a man at first and 2 away. The 1-1. Takes a pass and misses. That's strike 2.
Yeah, Matty, you see the same pitch 3 times in a row and you find yourself down 1-2 in the count. Your head starts to get on a swivel here. Is he coming back with it 4 times, or do I have to sit on something else?
Drilled right back up the middle, and that finds its way through for a base hit.
That's a big knock right there for his confidence. He had seen it. You're walking to the plate. You know your average would dip below 220 for the first time in a long time. Nice AB.
So here's the veteran Brett Gardner. 3 across so far in the inning, and another 2 out there on base.
Yeah, Matt, and this inning's really starting to get away from them on the defensive side of the ball. Stranding the rest of those guys out here feels absolutely essential for them at this point.
1-2 now as that one's fouled off. 3 runs already home here. And he fouls this one off. And this is swung on and missed as the 30th pitch of this inning finally does the trick. The side is retired. But they strike for 3 in the inning. 2 on this 2-run home run. Bottom of the first coming up from Minute Maid Park. It's now 3-0 New York. Jameson Taillon will be the starter in this one for the Yankees. What's your take on him, Dan?
Hey, this guy has a 4-pitch repertoire, right? And those are a lot of nice options to have. You can go hard, soft. You can go in and out. And anytime you have 4 pitches, if you can throw them for strikes, you have the big advantage.
And here's the left-handed hitting Michael Brantley. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first. Line toward right center. This will be run down out there in the alley. A nice play by the center fielder for the first out. Time now for a quick look at the hometown Astros starting lineup. Mark, daytime baseball at home. What do we need to know about these guys?
Matty, you take a look at this lineup, and they're frustrating to watch at times because they ground into the most double plays in the league. You want to talk about a pitcher's best friend. You finally get a guy on first base, and you're coming unglued. First pitch down below the knees, grounding into a double play and bailing everybody out. I need better approaches out of this lineup today.
Taillon has a reputation as a strike thrower, although that doesn't often result in a ton of strikeouts. A typical start may find him with a low walk total and the ball in play a lot.
Matty, he's what they call today one of those pitch to contact kind of guys. He has good stuff, not great stuff. He relies a lot on his defense, and one of the keys, he's not afraid to throw the ball in the strike zone. With that said, he needs some defense behind him because he's not going to get a whole lot of swings and misses.
Into the box now, Yordan Alvarez. Well, they'll run this one in on him, and he can't connect, so he finds himself down 1-2 now.
Boy, that's a jam shot right there. That's as good as it gets, in my opinion. Woo, up and in.
The 1-2.
Nope, outside.
We just saw a fastball right there. I would not be shocked if he tries to get this guy to go fishing right here and drops a little off-speed pitch in the dirt.
Hit in the air to shallow center. Torres onto the grass. He tracks it down, and that will end the inning. It's quite possible the humidity has finally taken its toll on some of the fans. We're back with more on a Sunday afternoon following this. Ready now is Tim LeCastro, and he is proving to be something of a non-threat with a bat in his hands this year. The average isn't pretty. The 1-1. And this is pulled foul as he was way out in front there. Here he comes again, 1-2. Here's another 1-2. Hit in the air out to left field. And Alvarez will be there for the first out.
Now batting. Second.
Time for a look at the Houston Astros on D. And guys, the things I want you to focus on today, one of them being this manager loves to shift. He has the pitching staff to trust to be able to manipulate his defense to try and get as many outs and play the numbers as much as he can.
Standing in now, DJ LeMahieu. Swing and a liner. And that finds some outfield grass. It's a base hit.
Wow, and the hits just keep piling up for them. Take a look at the numbers here. That's already 6 hits, and we're only in the second inning. We'll see if they can keep this up as the innings go on.
In now, Aaron Judge. Outside, 2-1.
Hey, after the double in his first at-bat, looks like he's trying to pitch around this guy a little bit.
The 2-1 home.
3 balls, 1 strike.
This is where you cash your checks right here. 3-1. You're one of the best hitters in the game. You live for situations like this.
LeMahieu leads off first with 1 away. Too close for comfort, and he did a good job just to make contact. Hoping to send him packing. Pitch on its way. Bounce to first. One there. Over to Gurriel for an inning-ending double play. 1 hit in the inning, but no one left. On now to the bottom of the second. It's the Yankees 3 and the Astros nothing. Striding in for Houston, Yuli Gurriel. And he's carrying a batting average of just over 300. So clearly he's been a productive player with the bat in his hand so far.
Hey, Matty, they need to get some offense going in this one. Getting a run back in this inning, give them a little bit of confidence that they can keep up in this game.
Slow roller left side. Throw, and he's called out on a close play at first. Well, it certainly was a bang-bang play, so they're giving it another look and may decide to challenge the call on the field. And indeed, they will elect to challenge the call. So the umpires on replay duty in Manhattan will take a look at all the available angles and get us an answer.
All right, one last look at it here. The question is there enough evidence to change the call to safe? I think he did beat the throw. This challenge just might work for them.
The decision appears to have been made, and the runner is safe, so the call is overturned. Good challenge there, and they'll maintain the right to do so again later in the game if needed.
The call of out at first base has been overturned, and the battle is safe.
To the plate now, Jason Castro, and it's fouled away. Nobody out, runner up first. Now here's a swing by Castro as he gets a lot of this one out to deep right field. And this one is gone. A home run. A two-run blast to straightaway right field. Third home run for him on the year. And with it, the Astros have made this a 3-2 ball game now.
When you're facing an elite starter, you know runs are going to be at a premium. I don't know if this shakes the starter's confidence, but you know what it does? It certainly boosts the confidence of the guys in your lineup.
At the plate now, Miles Straw. Swung on and missed. 1-2 now.
Hey, that was a nasty pitch right there. Ton of rotation on that ball. You could almost see the red dot from up here. Nasty depth.
And he wasn't going to hit that one with an or. The strikeout, and there's one gone.
It's never easy to rebound after serving up a two-run shot, but that at-bat was a good indication to me that he isn't letting it get to him. He went right after him for the strikeout.
And that misses. 2-1. Into the windup and the pitch. Hits it high and deep out to center field. LeCastro is back to the track as he takes it for route number 2.
Batting it, the third baseman, Abraham Toro.
Next, it'll be Abraham Toro as he'll dig into the left-handed batter's box.
Been a struggle for him hitting from this side. And as a switch hitter, you really hope for some more consistency from both sides of the plate. But that just hasn't been the case for him batting lefty against these good right-handers.
Even count, 2 balls and 2 strikes. Into the windup. Here comes the 2-2 pitch.
Cancel.
This one is launched. Look at this. Gone into the upper deck. Solo shot to right center. 4th home run for him on the season. And the Astros have pulled level now at 3-3.
Another excellent swing right there. That's multiple home runs in the same inning. Watch yourself. You're missing over the heart of the plate.
At the plate, Robo Garcia. Two-seamer there as this is fouled off to the left side. 2 out, nobody on. A swing and a miss as he chased with 2 strikes, and that will retire the side. So 2 home runs in the inning lead to 3 runs on the scoreboard. We've played 2 full, and we are all tied at 3 apiece. Welcome back. Here's Heidi Wackney with a report as we get set for the top of the 3rd. Heidi?
Thanks, Matt. I talked with Yankees manager Aaron Boone during the break about the team's offensive performance so far, and flat out, he was very pleased with the quality of their at-bats. He said he's been really impressed with how they've hit in at-bats when they fall behind in the count. 5 of their hits have come from those at-bats, and although they don't want to get behind in the count as often, it's a great sign that they're not defeated when they do.
Good stuff, Heidi. Thanks. Giancarlo Stanton now looking to follow up the RBI single from his first at-bat. Very high, 2-1.
That's a good take on a fastball out of the zone. Hey, I get it. He's looking for a ball to drive, but that ball was a little bit too far up in the zone. That's one you normally pop right up.
The count now at 2-2. Into the windup and the pitch.
Okay. Well, you don't see it all that often, but this might be a good time for a 3-2 change. If he can locate it, it's nearly impossible to hit.
And he lays off there, ball 4. So the leadoff man is on here to begin inning number 3.
Well, the reason power hitters generally draw more walks than other guys is exactly what we saw right there. Pitchers work around them and nibble the corners a lot more so they don't get burned. He made some good pitches, but he just couldn't get him to chase enough out of the zone.
Runner.
And there he goes towards second. Gurriel picks it up. There's one. On to first, and it's another double play. Already 2 of them here in the first 3 innings so far.
Nice job on the mound to bounce back from the leadoff walk. Those are usually pretty costly, but that won't be the case this time after the 2-ball.
So now to the plate, Luke Voigt. And that one yanked just foul.
Hey, he's done an amazing job of settling down. 2 innings ago, I thought they were going to run him out of here. But now he's close to posting 2 shutout innings as a response.
The 1-2. Here's a weakly hit fly ball off to the left side. And that'll get down for a base hit.
Hey, D-Roll, that's just what you want to do. Keep the pressure on. He's given up a couple of runs early already in this game, and now he gives up the 2-out single.
Yeah, no chance right there. You want to make this guy work. You want to try and get into their pen as quick as possible. And if 2-out knocks are the answer, then so be it.
Into the box, Gio Urshela. Hit on the ground to third. Fielded cleanly. On to Altuve for the force out, and the inning is over. The Yanks lead 1. Through 2.5. It's 3 apiece.
We're back now as the Astros ready to bat in the 3rd inning, and as they do, it's a good time to discuss their offense, which has been a real source of pride for this club. Looking at the stats, it's pretty clear they're one of the more difficult groups of hitters to deal with, as they currently rank in the top 3 in the league in both hits and runs scored. One coach told me, we do it in a variety of ways. We've got guys that can launch balls out of the ballpark, but we've also got guys that can set the table or buckle down and have a quality at-bat for the team given the situation. The point is, we don't ever want to give the opposing pitching a break, and we've been pretty good about that. Matt?
All right, thanks, Heidi. The 1-1. It's taken for strike 2.
I think getting the leadoff man in every inning is important as a pitcher. When you're coming off an inning that you really labored through, it makes all the difference mentally.
Here comes the 1-2. Not surprisingly here, this is on the ground to the right side. And that's out number 1.
The batter, the second baseman, Jose Altuve.
Next up for the Astros, Jose Altuve struck out in his last trip to the plate.
Sometimes you just got to tip your cap to the guy on the mound. He's getting paid to try and get you out as well. Anytime it gets up there north of 7, 8 pitch ABs, sometimes it just comes down to pure execution. Let's see if he makes the adjustment right here.
Count is 1-2 now. Looking to punch him out again. The pitch. Hard on the ground towards short. Torres scoops it up. And very quickly there, they're 2 gone to start the inning.
The left fielder, number 44, Yordan Alvarez.
That'll bring up Yordan Alvarez. Flew out in his only at-bat so far.
Almost, Matty. Almost went deep his last AB. Certainly just missed it. With this guy's big power, he's feeling pretty good at the dish. Look for him to try and get on something and drive it out of the yard this AB.
Well, it's a pretty well-known fact that your batting average goes up as you get into more favorable hitters counts, and that's especially true when we're talking about this kind of hitter. Not a great spot to be in if you're the pitcher.
And he goes against the shift there as this is on the ground to the left side. And now it'll rattle up against the wall.
He just sports that ball off the wall, and now the question will be, should he have continued on or not? He thought about pushing it, I'm sure, but decided to play it safe. It would have been close, but I think this time he's probably right in staying at first.
Stepping in now, Yuli Gurriel. Gurriel behind a ball and 2 strikes.
Not much you're going to do with that pitch right there. You have to catch it out front before it even breaks, and even if you do that, it's a tough pitch to keep fair.
Slider whiffed on for strike 3. A great pitch to put an end to the inning. Astros lead 1. We played 3, and our score 3-3. All set for the start of the inning, and that'll bring in the veteran catcher, Gary Sanchez. Now the 1-1 pitch. High and deep down the left field line. Up onto the train tracks, but it's a foul ball. That's a shame. It had plenty of distance. They'll try again, 1-2. And if he was guessing, he guessed right at the curveball that time as he waited it out to send it to deep left center field. He's going to have a home run. It's a solo shot here for Gary Sanchez, number 14 on the season, as they take the lead 4-3.
There's still some game left to be played, but that one swing could end up being a deciding factor in this one.
In now, Brett Gardner. Trying to pick up that outside corner, but this misses, and it's back to even at 2 balls and 2 strikes. Four runs, 8 hits, and no errors for the Yankees so far. Weak grounder down the first baseline. On the first, so a good bounce back pitch there as he gets the ground ball for the first out.
Center fielder, number 33, Tim LeCastro.
Stepping up is Tim LeCastro. He flew out in his last debut.
And with his speed, he's one of those rare guys who you'd actually like to see keep the ball on the ground. You can't beat out a fly ball in this game.
The 1-1 home.
Ball 2. Count 2-1.
One out, nobody on. And he misses again, ball 3.
Well, you can see here, this has been a steady diet of off-speed pitches, and what has it gotten him? Not a whole lot as he's fallen behind in the count. 3 balls and 1 strike.
And he takes ball 4, so a good job out of the 9-hole in getting on base as we go back to the top of the order.
And that hole at bat, I feel like he really didn't want to challenge him. And I'm really surprised by that, because I think this is a guy in the bottom third of the order you have to go right after.
So back to the top of the Yankee order. Digging in, DJ LeMahieu. 1 in, 1 out, and 1 on here in the inning. 1 and 2 to DJ LeMahieu. Here he comes on a ball and 2 strikes. Back up the middle. Altuve has it, and there are 2 away now.
Now batting, the right fielder, Aaron Boone.
So 2 are gone now in the Yankee half of the 4th, and that'll bring up the big bat of Aaron Judge. Hit hard up the middle, and that's through into center field. Base hit. The runner from second crosses the plate. Now a 5-3 game.
He took that back right where it came from. Nice ribby knock right up the chute.
You know, a little bit frustrating as a pitcher. You know, you always hear that, hey, you want to make yourself one of the defenders, but that ball was hit just out of his reach, right up the middle, base hit, and another run batted in.
To the plate now, Giancarlo Stanton. 3 balls and 2 strikes to the Yankees DH.
3-2, 2 out, runner on first. Lots of possible outcomes on this pitch.
Bouncer down the line. That rolls foul, so a good job to fight it off and stay alive. Good battle here. This will be the 7th pitch coming up. And a curveball swung on and missed, and a great call there as the inning is over. So it's 2 runs on 2 hits, no errors, and a runner left. On now to the bottom half of inning number 4. The Yankees lead it 5-3. Just about set to go for the last of the 4th. But before we do that, here's Heidi Wackney.
Thanks, Matt. During the commercial break, I discussed the Astros offense with Houston's manager. And overall, he's really happy with the at-bats they're putting together. They've been able to push across 3 runs to this point, but they've also made the opposition work extremely hard. He's thrown a lot of pitches, and they think they're going to have a good opportunity to push across a lot more runs as he tires or as they get into that bullpen.
All right, Heidi, thank you. Ready to go for the last half of the inning, and next to hit is the catcher, Jason Castro.
He turned around that fastball and drove it out of the park in his previous at-bat, so there's got to be a good chance they mix it up right here on him and try and go off speed.
Fouled away. Here's a bouncing ball headed to LeMahieu at second. And there's 1 away. Next, it'll be Miles Straw, struck out in his first at-bat. The 3-1. Taken, strike 2.
Yeah, this is one of my biggest pet peeves in the game, when guys get count leverage and take fastballs. It's a game of fastballs. You calibrate everything off the heater. Surprising take right there.
3-2 pitch. This one's blooped out toward right center field. LeMahieu backs up and takes care of it. 2 away.
Now batting, right fielder, Kyle Tucker.
Bases are empty here with 2 away. And in to hit next will be the outfielder Kyle Tucker. 3 runs, 4 hits. No errors in the ballgame for the Astros at this point. And this one misses inside a ball he walked him, and they've got themselves a 2-out base runner.
Man, the pitcher's wondering how he didn't get that call. Busted him inside on a 3-1 count, and the ump thought it was just a tad off the plate. Tough to get the benefit of the doubt from the umpire when you fall behind an account like that, though.
Now into the box, Abraham Toro, and we'll see if they can make him pay for the 2-out walk. Always considered a big no-no, of course. Hit back up the middle. Torres brings it in, and as it turns out, the 2-out walk doesn't come around to haunt him as that ends the inning. One left for Houston. They're still down 5-3. Christian Javier, a 6'1" right-hander, will be the one to get the call from the bullpen here. Striding in is Gleyber Torres. He launched one over the wall back in the opening frame. Grounded back up the middle. Altuve fields it cleanly, and the 5th inning will start with a ground out, 1 away. And there are the final numbers for the Astros starting pitcher. Not what he had in mind before the day started.
One of the tough things to do when you're trying to have a good pitching performance is keep the ball in the ballpark. He was filling up the strike zone, but he did allow 2 home runs.
So next to bat will be Luke Voit. He's got hits in both of his at-bats so far in this one. Tough curveball that time, but he's able to make a little contact to keep this at-bat going.
Hey, if he's going to execute that curveball, and that's the first one of the day, if he's going to execute it like that, be on the lookout for that one. That's going to be a big pitch for him today.
There is Altuve in time to first, and there are 2 away.
The batter, the third baseman, Gio Urshela.
That'll bring in Giovanni Urshela. He's 0 for 2 in the ballgame so far. Here's the 1-1 pitch. Unable to find the zone with the slider.
I'd be real surprised if he goes back out away there on the mound. This is a count for a fastball challenge, and we'll see if he's ready for it in the box.
Fouled off. Here now the 2-2. Now a ball slapped hard the opposite way, but a little unlucky there as it's hit right to him in right field for the final out of the inning. 1, 2, 3 go the Bombers as they hang on to their 5-3 lead. And stepping in, Robel Garcia looking to put the ball in play here. He went down on strike back. And he turns on one, sending it high and deep to right. And that'll get down out there near the wall. And he'll pull into second here with nobody out.
That was a great job of driving that ball, extending his arms very well, was able to get it over the right fielder's head. One hopping it off the wall for an easy double. That's one of those solid hits that you don't even feel coming off the bat.
Plate now, Michael Brantley into the corner and slicing foul. Got him.
Pretty textbook breaking ball for the punch out right there. Got it to bend a lot, and by the time it got there, it had fallen completely out of the zone. Not much you can do with that pitch.
Standing in now, Jose Altuve. All even now, 2-2. Oh, a fastball swung on and missed, and for the second time today, he's gone on strikes.
Now, after back-to-back strikeouts, he's got a real good chance of making that leadoff double pretty much meaningless. He's made some good pitches, and these hitters have really failed driving him in or at least getting him over.
Into the box now, Yordan Alvarez. 2-1. 2-2.
Hey, this pitcher better be careful right here. My man at the plate is not trying to push something to the opposite field.
Two pitches fouled away. From the belt, the pitch. Swing and a drive to right. There it goes. Gone. A two-run blast to straightaway right field. Home run number 16 for him on the year, as we are all tied at 5.
This has been a rough one for this guy so far. That's the third homer he's allowed today. You better start keeping the ball down in the strike zone, or that total might continue to rise.
At the plate, Yuli Gurriel. Line drive, and that's a base hit into center field. So a great job on a 1-2 pitch to keep the inning alive.
Now batting.
And time will be called here as the pitching coach heads out to the mound and hopefully try and settle this guy down a bit. Jason Castro, the catcher, is in. Comes in 1 for 2 with that home run he hit earlier. The 1-1 home is swung on and missed for strike number 2.
When I broke into the league, not many guys were throwing that elevated fastball with that much velocity on it. The game has changed.
Smoke toward the hole. A dive, and he knocks it down. And they will still manage to get him at first. A spectacular all-around play, and the inning is over. Astros play 2 on the 2-run home run. We're through 5 here this afternoon, and we are all tied 5-5. Top half of the 6th about to get started, and the next to bat, the Dominican-born catcher Gary Sanchez.
And going back to that previous at-bat when he hit the 2-strike breaking ball for a home run, something tells me that this guy, when he gets behind in the count, sits on something off-speed or the breaking ball.
Got him to miss the breaking ball there. Gary Sanchez goes down to become the first out in the 6th inning. Into the box, Brett Gardner. No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike.
Boy, that's a tough pitch to take right there. I'm not sure if you're guessing or you're sitting on a pitch, but boy, that was awfully close to being called a strike.
And he will make the play out there, and there are 2 away now.
The center fielder, number 33, Tim LeCastro.
Up next, Tim LeCastro. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. And he'll come back with 1 in the dirt as the count moves to 2-1 now. He's fallen behind now, 3-1.
Well, he really needs to make this guy swing the bat right here. He's not the type of hitter you want to dance around with.
The 3-1. Takes a strike for a full count now, 3-2. Strike 3 called as he can't get the bat off his shoulders. Side retired. So the Yanks go 1-2-3. This remains a 5-all ball game. Into the box, Miles Straw. He struck out and flied out. 0 for 2 so far. Now a ball lined hard toward right center. And that's into the gap and should be extra bases. And he will coast into second with a leadoff double.
Oh, this is a great way to start the inning. Now the go-ahead run is on second. A base hit away from coming across. I know it's only the 6th inning, but you'd love to claim the lead right now and let your bullpen carry the load the rest of the way.
Here comes the Yankee manager now up out of the dugout on his way to the mound. And he's going to make a move as that's going to be all for his starter this afternoon. He departs in a tie ball game, but is responsible for that runner at second, so the best he can hope for is a no decision here. Albert Abreu takes over on the mound here with nobody out in the 6th inning. In now, Kyle Tucker. Bouncer up the middle. And that is through into center field, a base hit. And not in time as the run scores.
Sometimes you got to tip your cap. The pitcher spotted his pitch down in the zone right there below the knee. Offensive player was all over.
Now a throw over to first. And late reactions, and they got him.
Hey, a good right-handed pickoff move is really all about the footwork, and that was nice. He got his feet all the way around the first, which allowed his hips and everything else to clear for an accurate throw to the inside of the bag. That, and it was real quick, too.
At the plate now, Abraham Toro. As anticipated, here's a ground ball now to the right side. And a step on first for the out, 3 unassisted.
The batter, number 9, shortstop, Rafael Garcia.
Digging in, the switch hitter, Robo Garcia. He doubled his last time up.
And he's got to build off that last AB. He battled. Usually when you battle, you get in that swing mode. A lot of pitches, you'll swing at the rosin bag. I love the fact that he was able to work a double in last at bat. Let's see if we get...
And we'll just leave it there as they make the play to end the inning. Astros plate 1 on a couple of hits. New inning set to get underway, and that'll give way to the veteran second baseman, DJ LeMahieu. The 1-1 home is swung on and missed, and that's strike 2.
Hey, if he's going to get swings and misses at balls up and out of the zone, he's going to continue to go there.
And a changeup swung on and missed for the first out.
One of the tough toughest pitches to hit. The straight changeup, right? El Cambio. Hadn't seen it in that entire at-bat. What happens? Gets the string pulled on him right there. Had no chance to put that ball in play.
Stepping in now, Aaron Judge. And it's a ball and 2 strikes now to Aaron Judge. And he fouls this one off. Bases are empty, 1 man out. And it's fouled away. Now another 1-2. Finally wins the battle as this is swung on and missed for the 2nd out.
2 up, 2 down on strikes in this inning. He looks really sharp out there, guys.
So now to the plate, Giancarlo Stanton. 1-1 pitch is a slider that's cut on and missed for strike 2.
I'll tell you, if I'm pitching right now, I'm not throwing anything near the strike zone until these guys prove they can lay off it. They're just being way too aggressive.
Left side of the infield into the shift. On to the first baseman, Gurriel, and that will end the inning. 1-2-3 go the Bombers. This one remains close. It's 6-5. Bottom of the inning now, and striding forward the designated hitter, Michael Brantley. 1-1. And the curveball hung a bit as this is lined into left, a leadoff single. Throw into second. A tag, and he's nabbed, trying for 2.
Well, he clearly thought he had a shot at 2 on the hit, but they did a nice job in the outfield of getting it in quick to cut him down.
To the plate now, Jose Altuve. Fouled away. One out, nobody on. Hit down the line at first. But this is a foul ball as the count holds steady at 1-2. Fouled off. And he chased it in the dirt. And he makes the throw to first. Altuve is retired, 2 down now. Next to hit is Yordan Alvarez. 2 RBIs already, looking for more here.
Yeah, he absolutely torched the fastball his last time up. Pretty much a no-doubter, so he's got to go.
A swing and a miss. That retires the side, and that will do it. 1-2-3 go the Astros. They lead it, however, it's 6-5. Gleyber Torres will stand in here, but before he does, let's take you back to the very first inning. This was a 2-run home run right out of the gate that really got these guys off to a fast start. Sliced hard on the ground. Gurriel brings it in, and they'll take it to the bag and himself for the out. Well, this has been a bullpen game for some time now, but let's go back and review the performances of the two starters, neither of whom turned in an outing to remember. Next, here is Luke Voigt. He bounced out last time up. Bases are empty, one man out. Popped him up. And no one will track it down. As we near the end of this one, it's clear the long ball has played a big role in today's outcome. Dan, D-Row, what are your final thoughts on what we've seen?
Yeah, just non-competitive pitches in some big situations, Dan, and the offense took full advantage.
You know, D-Row, one of the things about pitching is you want to have location, and it was obvious in this one today that the pitchers weren't on point, and what happens when that happens? Hitters make you pay, and the long ball was a big part of this one here.
Into the box now, Gio Urshela. That's in there on the outer half, 1-2 now.
I mean, he's coming right after him, Matty. 3 fastballs in a row.
2 out, nobody on. High and deep down the left field line. But this is just going to wind up being a foul ball. And he'll lay off the curveball that's in the dirt that time, and it's back to even now at 2-2. Trying to nibble here, and he misses to run it full now. 3-2.
Well, all of the umpires in the seats thought that was strike 3, and they weren't far off, but I think that was a good call. Looked to be just a bit outside.
And he fouls this one off. A payoff pitch one more time. And he lays off ball 4. So now the potential tying run here is aboard late in the game.
Now batting, catcher, Gary.
Time called here, as with the potential tying run aboard, they'll make the move to get a little more speed out there. So it's a runner at first with 2 men out, and that'll bring up Gary Sanchez. Set and the 1-1 pitch.
Take a step back right here. After 3 fastballs in a row, there is no chance he throws you a 4th.
Wade leads off first with a pair of outs in the inning. And a fastball swung on and missed, and his side is retired. A big-time strikeout and some raw emotion as he gets out of the jam. More to come on the show Sunday Baseball after this. Tyler Wade is going to go ahead and stay in the ballgame and play third now.
Now playing third base, number 14.
So now into the box is Yuli Gurriel, singled in his last at-bat. Now the 2-1 pitch. Is ripped into the gap. This could be extra bases. Around first, he's digging for second. And he is into second base with a double. His 3rd hit this afternoon.
He just tattoos this ball right here. Trying to sneak a fastball in on him? No way. Drives it to deep left center field gap, and that was a nice job to get the barrel around in time to score that baby up.
Into the box, Jason Castro. No contact there, and it's 1-2.
Wow, great pitch right there, right? Changing speeds. How about that straight changeup? How about that swing? Howdy, if you're waving at me.
Here's the 1-2. They really bunch him up on that one as he swings and misses for the first out. So now to the plate, Miles Straw is working on a 1-for-3 thus far. Now the 3-2 pitch. Hit to third. Reined in. And there's out number 2. now is Kyle Tucker. He delivered an RBI single in his last trip.
Yeah, and they take another single right here. That third base coach is dying to wave his arms. I wouldn't be surprised if anything hit hard through the infield. He's going to wave them.
And it looks like they'd rather go after the next guy as the intentional walk signal comes here with 2 away.
Up next to the Astros,
Nestor Cortes Jr. trots in from the bullpen here as he inherits a tough spot with 2 on and 2 away.
your attention, please. Now pitching.
Abraham Toro will be the first one to greet him as he'll have to turn around and bat from the right side of the plate here. Gurriel on second. Tucker on at first with 2 down. Pulled high in the air out to left field. And Gardner there to make the catch. Inning over. 2 left for the Astros as it remains a 6-5 ball game. Ryan Presley comes out of the bullpen to shut things down here in the 9th. All set to start the 9th in this one. And coming forward, the veteran outfielder, Brett Gardner. The 1-1. Swing and a miss. Good pitch there for the first out here in the 9th.
I like how he worked him backwards for that strikeout there. He wasn't showing the fastball early in the at-bat, but then went back-to-back once he had the hitter down in the count.
Standing in now, Tim LeCastro. High and deep down the left field line. And a big sigh of relief on the mound as that nearly tied it, but this ball is foul. And he strikes him out as well. So 2 punch-outs to begin the outing out of the pen.
Well, you have to feel pretty confident about the way this one's going to end up as a manager. 2 hitters, 2 strikeouts from the closer. There's not a whole lot more he can do to instill confidence that he's going to wrap this thing up without any problem.
In now, DJ LeMahieu. Now 1 hit foul over to the right side as the count moves to 1-2. Now this crowd right around 35,000 strong on their feet. Ground ball sent back up the middle. That gets through and he'll reach base again on his second base hit of the game.
And if you're the manager, you've got to love that about your team. They were down to their last strike, but they refused to go down without a fight, so they lived to fight some more.
Stepping in now, Aaron Judge. Popped him up. He's got it, and the Astros will add 1 more to their winning streak as this ball game is over.
Man, they've already put the all-time winning streak record in their rearview mirrors. But with every win, it gets further and further away. We could say this now. This is one of the greatest teams in the history of baseball.
A 1-run game, 6-5 to final today. The Houston Astros rode an important 6th inning to victory in this one. Christian Javier wins his 4th game out of the bullpen this year. Jamison Taillon struggled and gets the loss after giving up 6 earned. Ryan Presley wraps it up for the save, his 16th of the season. So that will wrap things up. For Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, Heidi Watney, and our whole crew, I'm Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, head to theshow.com.